Now we've got Christmas and the New Year out of the way, I thought I'd make up some really nice healthy recipes. So I'm going to start off with a really healthy salmon burger. Serve it up, a little bit of rice, a bit of salad. Delicious. Now to make up these really nice salmon burgers, I'm just going to quickly go through the ingredients we're going to use. Now I've got my salmon. This is the sort of tail end of the salmon, but if you're going to buy your salmon, make sure it's got no bones. I'm going to use 400 grams of salmon. Also, there's no skin on there, it's been taken off. So, skinless and boneless, 400 grams of salmon. Then I've got dark soy sauce, and I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of that. Red Thai curry paste. Now, I actually bought this one ready-made. Normally I do make it when I'm making up my dishes, but save a lot of messing around, I bought this little tub of red Thai curry paste. Now, I would say use about 3 to 4 teaspoons of that. Don't go overboard, because otherwise it can come really sort of strong, and if you've got youngsters eating it, it'll probably blow the head off. So 3 to 4 teaspoons, maybe a little bit less if you know, giving it to young children. Then we've got some, nice fresh ginger. Going to peel that, grate it, and I would say you've got 1 good heaped teaspoon of nice fresh ginger. Coriander, fresh bunch of coriander, peel the leaves off, and just put it all in the blender. All the fish and all the mixture goes in the blender, blend it up, and then when it comes out, you can make them into nice little burger patés, fry them up in a frying pan, a little bit of oil, and they're going to be delicious. So I'm going to start preparing everything. Now, first of all, I'm going to grab the salmon and just chop it, I'm going to use a pair of scissors, into little chunky bits really, so we can get it in the blender and helps to blend it up a bit really. And you see there's no skin on here, it's all been taken off. So carry on doing that with the salmon, and then I'm going to pull the leaves off the coriander and peel and just grate the ginger. So now I've got everything sort of prepared, I'm going to get my little blender. I'm going to use a small blender and hopefully it'll all fit, and just start blending it, mixing it up together, and then it's ready to sort of shape into those lovely little burgers. Now obviously, if you've got a bigger blender, use whatever you've got, but there we go, I've got me grated ginger there. There's probably just over a teaspoon of that. It doesn't matter on the order. Now with this coriander I'm going to keep a little bit so that we can sort of dress it up a little bit at the end. So let's just put that in. Then I've got my red Thai curry paste. Now I'm going to use 3 teaspoons of that. So let me just try that. Oh, nice. Oh, that's going to be delicious. I've got 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, dark soy sauce. I did actually use another spoon in case you're wondering. Try a little bit more, wasn't quite there. That'll do. And then I've got to fit all these pieces of salmon in there, so I'm going to hopefully get it all in. Otherwise I might have to sort of blend it a little bit and then add a bit more. See how we go. So I'll just try and get as much as I can in there. That's it. I'll leave that bit and chop it up a bit more by the looks of it. And then once I've blended it a little bit, then I can add a bit more. Just before I put the lid on, I'm just going to put just a little bit of salt in there. So let's put the lid on the blender. Just going to push that down a little bit. And then I'm going to put the rest of the salmon in there and carry on blending. What I'm also going to do, tiny little bit, I'm going to give it a little squeeze of lemon in there. You just put a little bit of juice in there, and really lemon goes really well with salmon anyway, but it also helps to lubricate it. So let's get the rest of that salmon in there. Put the lid on. And we should just about manage that. Again. So I think I've just about finished with that. That's blended enough. It doesn't matter if you've got, a few chunky bits in there. That's fine. So let's tip that all out and make up these really nice burgers. It actually smells really delicious, and I know it's going to taste great. So I've got the salmon mixture all ready to go, and what we're going to do is go over to the hob I'm going to get myself a frying pan, a little bit of oil, make this into 4 little pâtés, and then we're going to cook them up, and they're going to be delicious. Now the first thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit of oil. I'm going to use vegetable oil. You don't need a lot because, to be honest, salmon is quite an oily fish anyway, so you don't need much. Then I'm going to use a spoon, and I'm just going to try and roughly sort of cut it in half, and then and again, let's make up a nice one here. Just going to use my hands. Going to kind of roll it around, make up the shape, and then I'm going to just dip it in a little bit of flour. That's it. I'm going to leave that there a minute, switch the heat on, and then we can pop them straight in the pan. Now I'm not going to have it too high a temperature, just a fairly low to start with really. And again, just going to be gentle with this, pick it up, and that's one pretty much done. You've got to be careful with them because, you know, it's not like a meaty burger, they're easy to sort of fall apart. So again, try and roughly get them about the same sort of size. And once you've got the rough shape, just pop it in a bit of flour, press it down, and then we can just turn it over again. Right, and I'll just reshape it just as I'm putting it in the pan. Now that pan's just warming up, so give it a quick slosh around. Just try and get the oil spread out a little bit. And now I'm going to put the little pâtés in there. So again, just grab that, give it the final shape, and then pop it in the pan. Right, and again, I'm just going to pick the other one at the same time. And again, just get the shape, pop it in the pan. Now I'm just going to do the other two, dip them in flour and get those in the pan as well. Now I'm just going to be a bit careful, flip those over. Ooh, look at that, nice colour already. Obviously you've got to make sure that you cook it all the way through. Give them a gentle squash. That's it. I mean, in terms of cook time, I would say somewhere between sort of 6 or 7 minutes, depending how thick you've made them. Again, about halfway through the cooking, so I'm just going to flip them over again, just give them a little squash. I mean, obviously when you're cooking these, you know, again, it depends how high you've got the temperature to how long you cook it, but I would say do it on a nice low temperature. So I've been cooking for about 6 minutes. I'm just going to flip them over for the last time, leave them for another sort of minute or two, and then I'm going to serve them up. They smell really nice, absolutely lovely. Look at the colour on that. So just leave those and say about 7 minutes, 8 minutes at the most, and we'll serve them up. That's it. Take them over to the table. Now I've got my salad there. It's a little bit of mixture of sort of baby spinach, and I've got slices of carrot and got some cucumber, and there's a little bit of beetroot in there, so it's quite a nice salad. Now I'm actually going to use, I've got a little bit of caster sugar. You don't want much. Also I've got a little bit of white wine vinegar, so I'm just going to pour that on. And again, not too much, just really enough to kind of get it all nice and moist. And we're going to mix that around, get it blended with the sugar. I might use that spoon there. That's it, just give it a good toss around, get it all mixed up. Get a couple of plates and serve it all up. So I've got one of the plates, and I'm just going to cut a little bit of lemon. Just put a little wedge of lemon there on the side, so you know the people can squeeze it if they want. I always find it's really nice actually. I'm going to try this one here, keep a bit there. Let's just cut into this and see how it is. Ooh, Looks nice. Smells really nice as well. Let me try it. Oh, that is lovely. It's got a nice Thai flavour to it. Not too sort of, you know, spicy. So you might get away with a little bit more of the Thai sort of, you know, curry paste, the red Thai curry paste, but that is lovely. Just going to try a little bit more. Ah, delicious. For something so healthy, that tastes fantastic. Now, I'm also going to just tuck into a little bit of this salad as well. Let's just get stuck in. Nice salad. A little bit of caster sugar with the white wine vinegar. Quite nice, really nice. And obviously you've got the rice. You can't go wrong. It's healthy, delicious. Go and make it and enjoy it. You don't have to have boring food for your diet. Go and make something that tastes good. Thanks for watching. Come back soon. The original Naked Chef.